Yo! Welcome in, welcome in. One quick sec, I just gotta fire up the tunes. Car is fixed, I believe, and I think I didn't break anything. Welcome in, happy Halloween, everybody. So, just anyone who's seen the post, yeah, I was working on a car yesterday. I wasn't sure how long it was gonna take or nothing. So, it did turn out it was just the rear brakes, which the rear brakes are much more annoying than the front brakes on most vehicles. Let's see how Luckily Sewer is with a poison necro. I don't really know. So, rear brake brakes, most people would know, wear at a much slower rate than the front usually. So apparently, even though this car is not new, the rear brakes have never been changed before. But come to find out, I don't know if it was from the factory. Yeah, these guys are immune to poison, so that's gonna be rough. If they were done wrong from the factory, because these are factory original brakes, literally. Or if something had just like slowly, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. One of the slider pins was causing one of the brake pads to not come back. But it was like the grommet or whatever, the rubber piece around it was like squished in to where it was like suctioned in. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but it's supposed to push back, but because it was pushed down and then put on, it was like suctioned on, so the suction wouldn't let it slide back out again. So yeah, I really don't like this. There's too many poison immunes down here, and they're res and stuff for this build. Not feeling it much. These sand raiders actually have a little bit of life on them, huh? I don't know, maybe we can do it. But yeah, I got it back together. So, got it back together. We'll start. Do a shout out for everybody like I usually do. Kasparowski, Mewtwo, Casey, Eagles fan, what's going on? EJ, welcome in. Nick Stevens, what's going on? Marco, happy Halloween, everybody. Yeah. Here, Paintball, what's going on? Brad, Seeley, Cupcake, Mixed Bag, what's up? What happens? Where'd that go? Oh, so, Mixed Bag, they changed that so the golem sticks with you forever until it dies. No, my gosh, Nick Stevens, huge, coming in with 40 months of Slayership. Happy birthday. Happy Halloween to you as well. Drum brakes are a pain. These back brakes actually weren't drum brakes, but something about the way the clips were, the clips that the brake pad slides on have like an extra spring thing on them, and I don't know, I don't know. It was a disaster. Brakes are always hard to get like back in, but these were even more so because you have to like put them in on this certain angle and then push the spring back and then get them to slide in, and I just could not. Yeah, I'm not having fun with this, I'm gonna be honest. Not having fun there, so we'll go somewhere else. And 7, yo, hello from Twitch, welcome in. What's going on? Rush, yeah. A little Halloween slaying here in the morning. Man, I wish I wasn't thinking earlier in the week. I was like, ooh, Friday night. Great Terror Zones for stream. And it's Halloween, of course it is. There's a Teasy Andy and then like a couple other kind of good ones. I can't remember what they were now, but at least a Teasy Andy. I was like, of course it's, Garu Dave, welcome in. Happy Halloween to you as well. Classic pit running poison necro. Doing good, Ragaroth. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Don't forget to set up your Christmas tree tomorrow. I would do that, but I've already had it up for about 2 weeks now, so. We do a whole Nightmare Before Christmas type of thing. We do the Christmas tree up, but instead of with Christmas ornaments, we do it with Halloween ornaments on it and stuff. And then we switch the ornaments over to Christmas stuff after Halloween. I'm kidding, by the way. That's really not the worst idea I've ever heard, though. Deadeye says hot dogs and burgers tonight. Legendary. Classics. Mosaic Sin for what? Christmas tree decoration? So it'd just be a giant ball of light that blinded everybody as soon as they seen it? Oh, that's a good idea. The sun. Draven, what's up? Huh, this is your first time chatter. I thought I'd see you in here before. Interesting. Cody's rocking some rack of ribs, smoking some ribs. Sounds legendary. Remember, we talk about it on stream all the time. Any meat, it has to be medium rare, or it's shoe leather overcooked. So if you're smoking ribs, make sure you smoke it to a perfect medium rare smoking level, and it'll be perfect. GSI Wizard said he totally didn't snap a bullet when he did his breaks this summer. I had done that in the past. Not this time, though. I might as well have, because I'm such an idiot. There was one of the bolts I was like in a hurry to do the second one after I finally got the first one done. And I literally was turning the bolt the wrong way, and I turned it like a quarter turn. Tighter. And I was like, why is this so hard to do? What an idiot. So you can't get in a hurry. Eagles fan said, thought it was well done, nothing less. No. No, if you have a steak, well done. If you are smoking anything, medium rare, yes. If you smoke something, if it's not still bloody when you take it out, then you didn't do it right. I know all the best trolls that if you guys didn't know I was joking, boy, the comment section would just be going crazy. Nothing triggers a 45-year-old man more than saying something that's rare is bloody.
It's not blood, it's hemoglobin.
I love it. I love it. Where's my first shake emoji? First shake emoji. First shake. Is there autocorrect get you there? I'm not sure. Not sure what that means. Hotkey stopped working for some reason. They stopped working completely, like they're gone, or hotkeys. Interesting. I mean, you just got to reset them, I guess, huh? Oh yeah, I got to remember to grab these runes for insight and 4 socketed pole arms. Or are you saying I need to make a fist shake emoji like Okay, I get you now. Yeah, you didn't get autocorrected. I just didn't understand what you were saying at first. I get you now. Don't understand how someone can play the same game for this many years. Yeah, I don't know. How could you do something for a bunch of years and still enjoy doing it? Man, that's crazy. It's not like, you know, guys have sex with women for their whole lives and they never get bored of it. Not like you go out with your friends and drink beer and never get bored of it. Drink beers at the bar with your buddies. How would you never get bored of something you do all the time? Crazy. Ooh, Bloody Foothills, actually. Actually, that's a good one. I didn't realize that was upcoming. Yeah, we're done with that. Ooh. So, Draven, you say your hotkeys show in the settings, but then when you go to play, they just don't work. Now, do you come into the controls here and go to, if you have a custom settings, come down to default and go to custom, and then click it right there. Like, you save the custom, and then you have to come to default and go, and so you have to come down to custom here every time, or in the main menu before I came into here, if you change it to default custom in there, it'll stay all the time. Which, for some reason, I never did that until like 2 weeks ago. I'm straight up. I don't know why. It was one of those things I just never did for some reason. No good reason. I don't know why, but yeah, if you do it in the main menu there. Don't really need these, but got a goal for a Shaco on the ladder, so 2 more mouths, 2 mosaics is Mewtwo. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully. I should just hit these 2. Yeah, maybe we'll just hit these 2. Why not? What shield are you using? I got the 3-piece. It's a little behind chat, but you can tell. 3-piece Trang. So if you have 3-piece, you get the minus 25 res. I see some other people throwing out some other options of what. I have done builds with some of those other ones too. One of the Necro heads has 30 FCR and like 3 to poison skills. I have used that one before too, because I didn't want to use, I just didn't want to use 3-piece strengths, and yeah, I wanted to get to the higher FCR breakpoint mainly. Come on, there we go. So, yeah. Slayer saying yo. Same to you. Thank you for the 33 months of Slayership. Oh. Will you go down already? Anything hiding up here? Doesn't look like anything else hiding around. Robbie says, anyone know if you get a higher chance of dropping items dependent on your player's level? There is. I'm not. So I'll say this. What did I just?
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, never mind. I thought I swapped the Grand Chimes. So I'll say this. I've heard some shenanigans, and I don't know how to explain it, but I have heard from people that the higher your level is, like the higher the Terra Zone level is, will give you a higher chance of an item dropping. I know it works that way for TZ Andy, and I'm pretty sure it works that way for other Terra Zones too. I don't understand it, and I can't explain it. Really? This whole desecrated level, I don't fully get it, how or why it increases, but supposedly it does. So the level of the Terra Zone does, and I guess your level affects the level of the Terra Zone, so in a way, yes, your level can affect the how the drop rates are. So don't quote me on this. Don't be like, Phil promised that this is true, so listen here, other content creators. Phil said, but I had heard from other content creators that that's the case, so that's kind of what I'm going by. So yeah, that's a don't quote me situation. Level 93 TZ at least. I think what I had heard, and well, yeah, totally don't quote me, but I thought it was your character needs to be 94 to get the best, most drops, which would make sense because the Terra Zone level's 2 levels higher than you. It doesn't say here, but 96. That makes sense. I thought that's what I heard, but all don't quotes. Only Josh. How many Tyraels mites have I found? Well, Not that many. So is this a level 99 Terror Zone? Terror Zones cap out at 96. Oh yeah, it actually says it right there, dummy. Not you, dummy. I meant me, dummy. I worded that wrong. Just earlier, I was like, it doesn't say it up here. That's why I forgot it doesn't say it until you get in the zone. I wasn't calling you a dummy. I was calling myself one. So yeah, 96 to cap on the Terror Zone level. But the normal monsters, the reason they do that is the normal monsters are 96 then. The champions, I believe. No, the elites are 97. The uniques would be 98. And then like act bosses and stuff are like 99. So that's why they do that. I think I worded that all right. Anything good here lately? I just started. This is like my 4th run, so not. I guess not. I mean, out here at Eldritch and Shank. Oh, why couldn't that have 2 barb skills on it? Find good stuff all the time out here. Billions of high runes. It's super easy. Uniques are 99, huh? Could be. I probably missed something a little bit there, so. Diablo costume for Halloween? I don't know about that. I got my ugly Halloween vest on. We'll call it a day. What? Just an absolutely spectacular Salvation Army find right here. Like everyone has ugly Christmas sweaters. How many people have ugly Halloween sweaters? Not many. How many Templars? I'm on 11. And I have 11 of them, and one of them was Ethereal. No bummy Tyraels though, yet. No Tyraels until today, when I'm going to find one in a little bit here. Robbie went from 87 to 90 yesterday. Got some awesome drops. Congrats on that. What's going on? Bad Calc? Yo. Got a Tyrael tattoo, says Paul. LaPaul. Pretty legendary. Tyraels. Oh, Toasty Bros, what is up? Thank you for the raid, ya legends. Appreciate you, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. KS Media there, what's going on? Midnight Moon, oh, welcome in. Playing some Diablo 2, my favorite and the best game ever made. There's no argument for any other game except for Diablo 2. Happy Halloween. Boo. It's backwards, I'm on the other side. But welcome in everybody there on. Thank you for the raid once again. Toasty Bros. Kermit. I knew it was you. Kermit. 37 months of...
37 months. That's like a whole lifetime or something.
Legendary Slayership on YouTube. Thank you so much, Kermit. My man. Appreciate you, very kind. What's the costume today? We didn't really have Halloween parties and stuff, so we didn't go all in on costumes this year. Why is he not blowing up? Oh. I just got this right here. So, we're repping the... Look at the cat. Look at the cat. In the pumpkin. Peace. Boo. Whoopsie. Looking mighty dapper, I might say. Eagles fan, yo, thank you for the 9 months of Slayership. Appreciate you for the continued support. Archmage. Nice. Sweet as a sweet fill could be sweet. True story. Average amount of sweet fillness. Yeah, it's actually, the sweet fill thing isn't actually myself calling myself sweet, anyone who doesn't know. It's actually, it was a nickname that, because I used to say sweet all the time. I'd say, that's sweet. So then, people started calling me Sweet Phil. And then when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, what is my YouTube name gonna be? I was like, well, how about the nickname that literally everybody calls me? Base for a Merc Fortitude? I don't know. I don't know. What's the word I'm thinking of? Prescribe to like a quote unquote best base for a Merc Fortitude? I don't think it much matters, to be honest. I mean, technically, it's probably going to be like an ethereal sacred armor and have a high level Merc so he can use the super high strength, you know, or whatever. But I mean, it's whatever, you know. Gerald saying that fits way too well for a thrift shop find. It must have been custom made. It does fit great. There was probably some old lady out there that was like overweight, that body was the same width as mine, and it probably was fit her perfect. It's like a women's large. But it's like, I don't even know. It's like, I don't know how it fits. It does fit perfect. It's crazy. Now, I've had this for probably like 15 years. I used to wear it. I worked in factories and stuff before I started Twitch and YouTube streaming stuff all the time. And I used to wear it to like work in the factory and stuff on Halloween and stuff like that. I did have another Halloween costume that looks nasty too, but I ended up not wearing it because part of it's green. And I was like, oh, I forgot about that. But anyways, it's like it's a little kid's Halloween costume that's supposed to be big and baggy on a kid. But it's just like the body's just orange. And it's got a jack-o'-lantern like face on it, but up here it has a big green, like almost like the leaves of like a pumpkin stem, like all around the top. But it's made for a little kid. It's supposed to cover their whole body and be super baggy on them. But on me, it's like form-fitting on my upper body. The only problem is the arms, the armholes for it. They're probably supposed to fit like a winter coat out because in Michigan it's like freezing cold, so you have to wear coats under your Halloween costume. But for me, my shoulder muscles, like it used to fit better, but my muscles got bigger and now it's like super tight. That's rough. Struggle's real. Hit the gym with this Halloween costume. Ooh boy, I don't know about that one. I sweat my butt off at the gym, so it would not wearing any kind of sweater, anything. Not what's going on with this guy? Not happening, bruh. Sweet mill now. The fairest of them all, Gelback, is the Queen of the Realm. That sounded real weird. I don't think I've ever said anything like that before. Oh no! Simon Ergo. Thanks for heads upping me there. I forgot to change the title. Jeez. That's rough. Real rough, Phil. Appreciate the heads up. Even in the joking fashion. Yeah. Oopsie. Forgot to change the Twitch title. Shouldn't I be wearing blue armor for Halloween? Nah, I don't know about that. No. I can't wear that till I find one. Soul runes for days, jeez. Just a green. Go up to the kitchen, grab a green rag. Oh my gosh, I should sell that on my merch store. Dish rags. And they'd be green with just, it would be so easy to do too. I could order. I wonder if we could make those and I could sell them on my merch store. We could at least order them for sure. It's got to be super cheap. Just to order a piece of cloth with a one word embroidered into it. Yeah, just literally a green dish rag. Like literally. It'd be so funny. Scott, what's going on? Yo! Man, everyone's got their Slayer ship re-ups today.
Wait, Halloween is still birthday? Birthday cake, printer.
Thank you so much for the fake, not real birthday wish. I was trying to pay attention to the screen here. I was unsuccessful. Thank you so much, once again, Scott, for the 45 months of Slayer ship. Oh. Also, don't forget YouTube, hit that like button for me. Heretic said he made 2 infinities and an enigma before finding G-Face. Sounds like somebody who never ran in Dario. That's what that sounds like to me. Stray Bullet, same to you. Cody! Man, see, I'm telling you. The last day of the month, apparently, everybody's getting their Slayer ships re-up. Thank you so much, Cody! Wizard saying McCarthy returning to Michigan on Sunday. Oh, I was like, which McCarthy are we talking about here? Because, like, who the Lions playing? The coach? No, blah, 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 this and that. I couldn't put it together. The quarterback. Yeah. Boy, he's about to get destroyed. Just smoke. Oh! I was hoping to take him out. Oh, that's the thing. He's immune to physical. So my Merc doesn't leech roam, gets taken out. It's unfortunate. By the way, also everybody, not my real birthday. It's a channel joke where people wish me happy birthday all the time. Yo. All your people's cycles matched up.
_shot face, _hype, _let's go, _shot fill,
_agree. Thank you so much, Liz Biggie, for the 43 months of Slayer ship. Appreciate you. Seriously, all you guys' cycles matched up. Crazy. Theron or the Ryan? Can't tell which one. Says you're a Phil too. Nice. Is the greatest name of all time. Are the Texans just faking it against weak opponents? I'm not really sure. Not really sure, to be honest. Because I thought they would be better this year, but then they weren't. And then they won a few games here, so, you know, I don't know. I am not confident in my NFL reading abilities at all anymore, so. Axel Strife. Nice. Hopefully. Thank you for the 7 months of Slayer ship, Axel. My man. Crazy. The bazillion membership re-ups today. Never seems to be my birthday, born on a leap year. Yes? Did I hear another one, or is that the one I dropped? I guess the one I dropped. I have a 3-socketed Archon plate. Ja and Burr. Soda, I would not wait for a perfect base. If you got a really good one that you want to use, I would just use that. I would challenge any person that has like a superior Archon Enigma I could sneak into your account, swap that Enigma off, and put on a regular one that's non-superior. And if you didn't scroll over it and you just went out and played, you would never be able to tell the difference. You wouldn't be like, wow, man, I'm not surviving at all. Oh, it's because I'm missing the 16 defense that I don't have. You know, it's not. Expensive to repair too, yeah. I would challenge anybody. That's like the people, they're like, oh man, 15 med, sorry bro, you gotta have 17. And I'm like, I bet you I could take that off your character and you would never know. At least I feel like skeletons, dead stuff just inherently is strong against poison. Yeah, the benefits of having Enigma greatly outweighs waiting to get a better Enigma base, like a factor of 1,000 to 1. Factor of 1,000. Cheerer Ant, I think, says actually his birthday. Nice. Happy birthday. Best build to beat hell difficulty with offline. For an average Joe, playing through the game or whatever, I would say a dual spec sorceress of like Blizzard Hydra, probably, for like an average Joe sitch. I don't know, the easiest though, I mean, maybe not. It's hard to, it depends on the player, to be honest. I would say a sorceress is good for like a middle of the road Diablo 2 experienced player, like a middle of the road amount of experience. Ooh. Probably a Hammerden, to be honest. Almost every time like I've seen one of those videos, it's like this person, like a WoW player, tries Diablo 2 for the first time. They always end up going into a Hammerden and they're like, oh, that was, you know, it was kind of tough, but it, you know, and then they go to a playthrough with another build. They're like, oh my gosh, the Hammerden is insanely powerful compared to everything else on a playthrough. So yeah, I guess I'd say that. Mika Locke saying, too bad Fizzy Sunders don't help the followers. I thought they did. I thought the Sunder Charms did work with minions. Thought all the Sunder Charms did. Could be wrong though. Blaze's Summon Druid the easiest. Yeah, that's what I stopped for a second to think. But man, if you want a playthrough to be like 4 weeks long, then you'd be you know, it's easy. Easy. But man, you have to be standing there like, all right, doggies, can you kill these monsters already? Yeah, Makalak. I'm pretty sure at first they didn't, and then they fixed it / changed it. I thought. Budget Tesla-din weapon. Not really a Tesla-din expert, but I've seen some people rock some. Now, by budget, do you mean cheap to trade for, or easy to find, or make? Because those are two different things. I've seen some people rocking Storm Lashes. So when you strike, it's super fast, and every time you strike, not every time, it's like a 1 in 3 chance, it'll cast static. Maybe like you could even rock like maybe a Crescent Moon or something, has -res on it, but it also has ignore target defense and like 200 ED, so you get some damage out of the single target damage out of it too with -res maybe. But yeah, I will come out and say it, I'm not a Tesla-din expert by any stretch of any imagination. Lightsaber Azarath, some other recommendation there, so gotcha. Why is this not green? I'm confused. Oh, I'm about to get taken out here. Lapal, let's see, made a beast Zealed in Oridon. I had to repair that thing. I must have missed the weapon. Oh, the beast. Couldn't afford to repair it anymore. Yeah, that is crazy that how the durability wears out on some of the things, how much it costs. 150 grand to run and stuff. Knock knock. First Shaco. Congrats on that one. 24 years later, hooked again. Yeah, I mean, how could you get unhooked from Diablo 2? Am I right? Geeds makes the price thing go down dramatically. Yeah, I mean, it does make it go down 10 to 15%, right? So. Yeah, it's kind of one of the many reasons why they end up going with like face blades, because they have no durability or something indestructible. Hold on. I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm all right. Running LK trying to make a third Enigma because you hate swapping gear. A third Enigma? Get out of town. That sounds unfun. Running LK to make like 3 Enigmas? Ugh. Gross. That's too much for me. Yeah, don't do Nightmare LK. Highly unrecommended. Someone mentioned something about that. Just finished work for the weekend. Deckard! Love to hear it. 10:30 in the morning, done with work already. My God. Legendary. Legendary. I'll do nothing. Can I even get a pole arm here, bro? 230 in England? Ooh. Yeah, straight bullet. Yeah, I use a macro. So I got a Razer mouse. It comes with Razer Synapse. And I have a macro that just hits the buttons to go to save and exit. And then it just... all you have to do to enter the game super quick anyways is just hit enter and then the H key. So I just have the macro hit enter and the H key. So I can like read chat while that stuff's going on. Like, it just gives me a little, you know, and plus saves, you know, work on my fingers and my hands and stuff, which is when you're a full-time streamer and then you edit videos when you're not streaming too, so you're on your computer all the time. It's really saves a lot of work from your fingers and hands. That's unnecessary, I feel. Dankroot says, bro, just looking for an excuse to run LK at this point. Oh, couple items. We'll come back for that Ogre X, I'll tell you that much. But Ball Chime, just a hit recovery. Is it going to be the goodie or the baddie? Stone Crusher, it's the baddie. Not a terrible weapon, I guess. It is pretty slow on the attack speed, though. Cool though, legendary mallet, unique. Wow, a flat 12 damage, like that's almost a grief. Just kidding. Not quite a grief. Ogre. Oh, just while we're identifying everything. Is Jaw more common than Burr? No. Wacky RNG, I'm guessing. For me personally, back in the day, when I first started, when I did my LOD grill that I ended up not quite finishing, I ended up restarting when D2R came out. It's like a new Holy Grail from the beginning, but I didn't find a jaw. It took me like a year and a half to find a jaw rune. I, of course, made Enigma before that by cubing up Sirs and Burrs and all that kind of stuff from Lower Kuros, but I didn't actually find a jaw rune for a year and a half. With that being said, I did find like 3 of them in a month right after that, so... With that being said... Yeah, Blizz Biggie, what's going on, Biggie, by the way? Good to see you. Found more jaws and Burrs. Yeah, RNG is RNG, especially when stuff is that rare. It's, yeah, you know, you don't find enough volume of them for the actual statistical odds to weigh out, you know? Because if you said, like, oh, I find way more, you know, Dole runes than I do Ral runes, but you only found, like, 4 Doles and you found, like, 2 Rals, it's like, that's not enough. But you find enough of those 2 that, you know, you'll find way more Rals eventually. The statistical odds will balance themselves out. But with high runes, it's just, you know, they're too random. Appreciate y'all joining me. Chat's coming in hot. I'm doing my best to read as many as I can. Just don't want anyone getting offended or anything if I miss your comment. Appreciate the enthusiasm. Playing Diablo 2 on AOL dial-up was a nightmare. Nice. Yeah, I was, we were a Netscape family, so... Like, all true G's. TPs on the hotbar. Yeah, Robbie, I put them down in the TPs in the belt. That way I can, you know, you have your cube. Identify, torch, and then all flat underneath. You can fit an extra skiller in that way. And I mean, how many times do I use town portals, right? Especially on single player. You save and exit so much. Yummy, delicious coffee. What's going on here? Ah, no. Sorry. I just want to look at why I have 900 emails here and Trivium. What about Trivium? Dance in town. Trivium's coming. Oh, Trivium's coming to town. Let's go. 3 champs in 2 days. What? That's crazy. Never offended, you're a Swede. So Swedish people are, oh my god. We're just gonna save an egg. That's why sometimes I don't like going down there with a lower powered character. You get them cursed quill rats and stuff. Cursed spectral hit quill rats. You're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, Cody, that's one of the things about finding. Cody says he has found 1 champ, doesn't know what to do with it besides let it sit there and look pretty. I have 2 Zods, but it's like now I want to wait for like the exact base I want to use to like make rune words with them, and you know then you end up never using them. And one of the things with stuff that's that rare that you almost like, you know, you just pin yourself in a corner being afraid to use it. Ah, I was trying to get all my revives up here to take them out, but apparently I just wanted to get that one champ there, but of course it's going to be a problem. Best budget weapon for a frenzy barb to farm Trav. Depends on your budget level, I suppose. Let's see, what did I end up doing? I did this not long ago. I think I ended up making an oath eventually. And the death takes a vex. So something in there like an oath. I think I was even using like lightsabers because The ones that aren't unique names, just the council members, they're normal monsters. So lightsabers have ignored target defense. So you'll swing, swing, hit, 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 hit. You'll never miss. So what that does for you is you're constantly life, leeching. So there's going to be, trying to think of some other options. Sword of Oath. Lawbringer, I don't remember what, because that has, Lawbringer knocks back undead, right? So I'm not sure on that one necessarily, but yeah, melee characters are a little tougher, so. Ethereal Death Cleaver on single player, Zod it for style points. Full strategy guide. Style points indeed. I thought I seen something there. I don't know. D has a Zod. Yes, it does. Cody? Yep. Yeah, that's got to be the two rune words that have Zod are Obsession and Breath of the Dying, right? I think those are only two, unless I'm a dumbhead. So I feel like the Obsession, I'm never going to find a base good enough to, like, be worthy of making one in, but we'll hang on to that one. I should make a Breath of the Dying kind of soon here, to be honest. I gotta double check and see what I got. If I have like a 6-socketed ethereal warpike that's like superior in any way, I think I might just go ahead and do that. Like if it's like 7 superior or something, maybe. Nephrune. He must have had some. Ooh, do it. Thought that Hell Rune was going to be. I said, oh, there's one hiding over here. Nope. Robbie. So this guy is 97. Yeah. The Ethereal Thundermaul Stefan it says for the bot D Breath of the Dying. Yeah. So that would be used on so that'd be Barb and what, probably Drew, and that's about it. I was thinking the Warpike, and this isn't a new thought, I didn't invent this idea, but because you can use it on the most number of characters, you could Whirlwind Barb with it, you could throw it on a Spirazon of some kind, you could throw it on your Act 2 Mercenary if you wanted to just get a hard hitter, you know, so. Kind of considerations that you would generally only make for offline single player anyways, because online you would never, you make more hyper specific items for hyper specific builds each season or whatever, but on single player, how many Breath of the Dyings? Please teleport. Are you gonna make? My hit recovery wasn't good enough, I couldn't get away. I hate when that happens. I need that spirit shield to get all that hit recovery. I was waiting for everybody to drop. Doesn't look like there's anything. Oh, Greenmaw, Breath of the Dying. I don't think it has enough. Yeah, Spiridon. Exactly, yeah. Spiridon. Wicked Ball. Welcome in. Sufficient way to farm gems. I mean, farming gems, I've never really thought, hey, go out of my way to farm gems specifically, so I would say don't necessarily do that. Just go kill monsters as fast as you can on the player's count that works best for you to kill quickly. It's as high as possible while being able to kill quickly, and then yeah, I mean, you just get gems that way. If there's some things you can / one thing that I do that I don't know, not everybody does, I should say. Don't just pick up only flawless amethysts and cube those to perfect. Pick up the normal ones too. And if you want to get real, if you really need them, just pick up every single type of amethyst you ever see and put those all together, and just like it'll help out a little bit. Like the chips and stuff aren't gonna, you know, it'll take a bazillion of those to cube up to a perfect, but like it will help a little bit. Wizard saying he's got an Ethereal Colossus blade just waiting. Just waiting for his Zod. Nice. That's an option for sure, for sure. These guys ain't paying off at all. All Out Style, welcome in. George, yo, yo, yo. Scott T, there's no excuse. The only ogre item you can make a Breath of the Dying in. I mean, I might do one online sometime, but not offline single player. I mean, unless I accidentally find like 4 Zod runes in the next like couple of days or something. Like the same day I find 4 Zod runes or something. I'm like, okay. Guess we're making one. That was a short-lived experience, Shrine. Extra strong. Fire enchant. Come on, bro. Woo. This area can... Ooh, no! They're both getting taken out. That's the biggest problem. Up in the corner, how fast your mercenary and golem can get taken out with the wrong thing. So, what jersey am I rocking? Well, it's not a jersey. It's a Halloween sweater vest. See, it's a ghost. These are some bats. Spider, right? I just can't really see the spider. It says boo. It is backwards, but there was a grand charm. Oopsie, that was probably the one. That was the 45 life skiller. Want. Just started playing offline single player. Of course, I decided to try mods. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. There are some mods for single player and stuff, but I would not recommend to do it. There's a few that they change different skills and add a bunch of items and stuff like that, and this I wouldn't recommend it. Especially if you're one of those people that if there's an option to like cheat, you can't help it. There's a lot of people like that out there. Because, yeah, there was a mod actually I was looking at the other day. I know, blow your mind, right? But I want to get a mod to like skip the intro movies when you fire up D2 and skip all the... I got to look into it too. There's a way to skip the videos between acts. Not that it's that crazy, but you'd have to wait a second and then hit any key. But I just don't want them to pop up, pretty much. There's a way to do it without mods, but you have to like extract the game and unpack the game or whatever it's called, and then go in and delete these files or replace them with a different type of file that's a blank text file or something. I'm like, oh god, that sounds like something I'm gonna mess up. Welcome in, Trash Yo Yo. What type of creature is Shrek? He's an ogre. Yeah. Not to be confused with an ogre. The different items in Diablo 2. They're very different things. Mustache coming in strong. I had to trim up again. I would have been great in like the 70s. My mustache growing game, I'll tell you what. Stefan said he got banned for the mouse pad map hack back in the day. I don't remember which one I got banned from, but I remember there was C3PO, and then there was R2D2, and then yeah, mouse pad. I would never use them though. When I was like 14. Using map hack in a video game. Pro hacker. Sparrow says unpacking could cause little graphic glitches. Yeah, I actually tried to do that because, you know, the things I'd heard / seen about how it makes everything load super fast and stuff. I could not get it to work right. I did the unpack thing. It made it like, you know, the game goes from 20 gigs to like 250 gigs or whatever. And I did the stuff, followed the steps in the videos, and I'm like, this isn't loading any faster. And then I deleted the whole game and reinstalled it and did it again. It still isn't faster. And I'm like, okay, let me go through this super slow, triple check, make sure every step. And it never was any faster. So, but I mean, I've seen other people's videos and they're like, they do it and it's super fast. So I don't know. Something must have been wrong. I don't know. You can only try so many times though before you just go, well, I guess I'm loading at normal times. Time to hydrate. Good idea. No shave November. No. Tiny comb for the mustache. No, the mustache. This is the same length as all is this. True story. I cut it all the same length at the same time. Mustache just comes in thicker. Plus, this is like a third gray mustache, completely black. Dark black is the midnight sky. It is what it is. Did you do the... I did everything that was in the videos. I mean, it was years ago now when I tried it. So, oh, rune step. Grab that. It was quite literally years ago now. So, maybe I could try it again. Does sound like the amount of work that sounds like is extensive. So. And I'll probably mess everything up. Next thing you know, I'll be hopping on stream next time and be like, yeah, fellas, so you might be wondering, why don't I have any characters anymore? Yeah, everything got deleted somehow. Low blue, just like me. Yeah, for mine to look perfect, what I do is I shave everything to a 0 and then wait like 4 days. And then shave just my mustache to a 0, and then 3 to 4 days later, everything looks perfect. Because the mustache will be shorter, but it looks the same thickness. It looks the same as the beard, even though it's half the length. So if I know there's a wedding like next weekend on a Saturday, I'll shave everything to a 0 on Saturday, and then on Wednesday, I'll trim only my mustache then to a 0, and then everything will be that perfect, like, you know. Guys do that like more than a 5 o'clock shadow beard / mustache, you know. So not like a 5 o'clock shadow, but not like a beard either. You know what I'm saying? You know what I am saying. Little hack out there for you. About to get ads from Balding Creek. I mean, I'd do that. I remember I'd see bald guys that would do like the, yo, this is like, thanks to the sponsor Keeps. I might be bald, but you don't have to be. Keep that hair, guys. Yeah. I mean, when they look at my demographic information for my channel, I'd probably get like a Depends sponsorship or something. All you old people watching my game. If you have problems crapping your pants, try Depends. Can you make a corpse explosion sorceress? You could. It the thing is that when you do that, you want to have something that benefits like the build. I feel like the sorceress doesn't have anything to like benefit the corpse explosion though. So then you're just like having corpse explosion, but you don't have lower res. You don't have amp damage. Whoa. God. You don't have like the summons running around to block, like to deal the damage to get the first thing out, you know, so. And corpse explosion, it doesn't get anything from like fire mastery or anything like that because it's not a fire skill that gets fire damage. It's a corpse, the corpse explodes, so it's like an explosion. And then the skill does physical and fire, so it's not like a physical skill or a fire skill, it's just a skill. And then it does, you know, so. Static, I suppose that is true. Yeah, but fire mastery doesn't. I guess static, yeah, I mean. You're about to see a bone hue sorceress here in a few days, fellas. That is true, because static would work. That's essentially what poison is doing. It's staticking down their life until your mercenary takes one guy out, and then you corpse explode everybody. And then their life is so low from the poison that they get hit real quick. Oh, he didn't even get taken out, did he? Woo! Toasty area. The thing is, too, is you could do energy shield, corpse explosion, because you wouldn't be using any points towards your skill damage. Really? I probably should just leave, but now I'm going to take these guys out. Instead of using 7 full rejuice. Yeah, this area out here, tough. Oh, I didn't battle order up? Interesting. Nope, nope, nope. Corpseborn because you don't need Enigma. Yeah, the thing with Corpseborn is it's a super low level corpse explosion, meaning the radius is super tiny. And that really bugs me. I think Corpseborn is level 5 and Bone Hue is 15. Which means Bone Hue has like a 3 times the explosion radius that Corpseborn does. Like level 5 is like, you pretty much have to only blow up monsters that are like touching the corpse that you blow up. So. Static plus a SF Breath of the Dying Warpike Merc. This is Chris. I would probably say still go with Infinity because the plus fire skill damage doesn't work because technically Corpse Explosion isn't a fire skill. But minus enemy res does because it is fire damage. So I would probably still stick with Infinity there. It's something you can mess around with though. I'm definitely not a Corpse Explosion Sorceress expert at this point, so that's just my take. Bramble on a Necro. I forget how much it is. Let me go look. I got a Bramble. I would not have teleport though, so that would be rough. I don't think I could live without teleport. Like when you have it, you know. Yeah, 50% on the poison skill damage. Let me see what's up for a simple area like this. Enigma is a life. Yeah. I wonder if I have like a teleport amulet, like 2 to Necro with teleport charges. Probably that would be a tough one to get. 2 PB with 10. Ooh, Necro 10. Got 9 all res and 20 to dex. Ooh, my god. Where is my FCR is at 50. I think it needs to be 48, so I can go with as low as an 8 on the FCR. Can't go with that one. Spoiler alert, don't look at these. If you didn't watch my last video, don't look at these. 7. Oh, couldn't that be 8? It's got Holy Bolt charge, it's legendary. But 19 to all res, so it would be 1% under the 48 that I need for the breakpoint on this. With 2, 7, 19. Dang, dog. Rough. Have to look at that later. God, how could you? Oh my gosh, now I run all slow too. You would have to have, you'd almost have to battle order up and then have a Nage's Puzzler here to teleport with. I mean, the damage does look a little bit better, but man. How could I play like this? The kill speed that you get is not functional. If you went Bramble, you definitely need a different solution on the movement. The ring recipe, Robbie? So if you're talking about gambling for rings, to do what? To craft or just to get the best rings that you can? The only one I know is amulets, for crafting caster amulets, and that's you're supposed to be 93. Yeah, I'd have to do some more shenanigans to figure that out. So you're saying the level to get the best ring? I didn't think the level was really that high, to be honest. I thought that for rings, they're to be super high level to get the... what am I trying to say? There's certain things that you have to be super high level to be able to get, but I thought that those things weren't really valued. But I could be wrong. I'm not a ring. I don't gamble rings. I don't, you know. Like, I thought that and this is something I thought I heard a long time ago. Another don't quote me type of situation. Before, I thought you only had to be like level 70, like 4 or something like that. Is the highest you actually needed to be to get like a 6, like the best like 6-point ring. Nope. I thought I'd heard that. Just what I thought I heard. Gold magic find. Yo! Arcane Sanctuary. Is Poison Necro any good in the Arcane Sanctuary? thought about using it. I don't think there's any poison immunes out there. Maybe those, I think those the things that cast the fireballs that float around, I think they might have a high poison res, but I could be wrong. So I'm kind of looking something up right now, so this isn't what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Prefixes, suffixes. General magics. Web browser. I decided just to check this out because we were talking about her. So what level you would need to be is you'd have to go through here and look. I know somebody probably has at some point. These are all weapon, 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 weapon. There's stuff that can roll on rings. Armor. Rings. So Bahamut's, you only have to be 45, but that's magic. 37 for the mana up there. So this is how people figure this stuff out. They go through and look at this stuff, what level you have to be. For the highest cold res, you can't get it on rings. The highest one right here is up to 30. You only have to be level 18. So you go through here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to glance super quick and see if I high. If you look at these numbers, like 60, this is what level you need to be in order to get this stuff. So when you gamble, you get +5, -4, right? I think it is, or -5, +4. I can't remember which one. So really, for anything we've seen so far, you only need to be like level, not even 70, to get everything that we've seen so far on this. These are affixes, I believe. I'm just looking for numbers. This number after. This is kind of a goofy one. You'd have to kind of look at that, but even they're super low. But you have to be level 128 to get Monster Flea 100%. Okay. So none of these you have to be higher than like level 60. Okay, let's go back one. Those are prefixes and these are suffixes. 71, but these are on nothing for rings. 74 right here. That's what I thought. It was 74 to get the most strength. 75 for what, dexterity? That's only on magic rings though. So if you want to get a rare ring, the most you can get is 15 dex at level 56. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in this now. Sorry if you guys don't think this is interesting, but not that anyone said that, but the Mammoth 68. And when we get there, I'm going to show you why you have to be the super high level to get 2 to a skill on an amulet. You didn't used to be, but now you do. Back in the day, it used to be a lower level required to get 2 to a skill on an amulet. Like I'm talking like 2001. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else higher because there's not that many things where you have to be high. There's like poison damage on charms. Oh, I didn't even see it. Must have been on the other side where the one for amulets is. Let me scroll a little bit faster. Where was the character skill one? Sorry, it's probably twisting your face up here, but oh, right here. This is why you need to get 2 to a character skill in an amulet. It's a little behind chat over here. You have to be level 90. But there's almost nothing in the game you have to be that high. The rings is a lot lower for the level that you need to be. But yeah, I guess that was kind of a long... I started getting myself interested in it, so sorry if that was a little bit... whatever, but... Boy, this like a hidden poison necro area here or what? It's actually goaded for poison necro out here. I didn't even think about it. There's nothing immune to poison out here. Oh, didn't want to do that. Thanks for the new crafting video. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, Gold Magic Find. I thought you were talking about making a joke about me talking about crafting stuff there for a long time. Glimmerish, welcome in. So yeah, JBLPS or anyone else who said it too, I probably missed some. The level 93 is the level that people recommend / say you should be when crafting amulets, when you also gamble the amulets from a vendor from the same character. Because then once you do the mathematical equation to figure out what level the amulet will be, every single one you craft will be level 90 or higher, so you can get 2 to a character skill on every one. You won't get 2 on everyone, but you have the possibility to. If you're level 92, I think the math comes out to 80% of the amulets you craft could get 2 to a character skill if you're level 92. Some people, I heard anyways, like doing it at 92 anyways, because there's another thing that you can get on amulets. It's something like the 8 to Mana Leech or something. If you craft at level 92 and gamble, you won't get any of those amulets that are like, or you're less likely to get the amulets that have that level 95 requirement on it because of something else that you can get on it. Didn't even check the Monarch. It was just I have so many 35 FCR spirits on single player already. It's, not really a thing for me anymore. Online I would have picked it up for sure, but multiple years into offline single player, is what it is, huh? I mean, these are superior. We'll check them. 1 socket, of course you are. Well, it is superior ethereal, but technically. Another situation for offline single player. I ain't about that. And yeah, probably someone was going to say it, so I'll just shout it out too. If you're in a Terror Zone like this, if your character is like level 90 and you create a Terror Zone that's level 90, I'd have to look at the video again to make sure I was mathing it right here. But if you're level 90 and you make the game and you pick up an amulet in a Terror Zone that's level 90, so you only have to be level 90 then at that point. So if you create the game, you pick up the amulets that drop in the Terror Zone, and you craft for the same character, you only have to be level 90. Doing it that method. I think. I'd have to go double check the video. I'm pretty sure though. Man, the mana burn from the ghost though. Rough. Go away already. Heretic saying he needs something from D3 items to make your mercenary invincible. I don't know about that. Not much we need from Diablo 3. Can't tell which one of these ghosts are my ghosts or which ones are the... Apparently mine just fly everywhere and do nothing to help you. So I guess that's how you know which ones are yours. George up a minute ago here saying he used to be a gold trader, huh? Yeah, you can. There's definitely people for their gambling addictions. Love all that gold, right? 4, please. Boy, those revived ghosts really are big double lame sauce, huh? Will you? Chicho, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. He's got a wolf howl, says Gerald. Congrats, Gerald Gimes. Interesting. Got like a Jared Dines reference there, or what? A Marshy, yeah, I know about it. I actually, the guy that makes those, I actually messaged him like a year ago when he was making some other stuff. I never talked to him again though. Actually, I just messaged him the one time, and I don't think he even speaks English, so I think he translated and messaged me back or whatever. But he said he didn't want me to make a video about it at the time because he wasn't happy with how some of the videos turned out. But I was thinking about making a video about it, about the new ones he has out, because I mean they're pretty cool. I mean I could have just made the video anyways, but I decided to, you know, follow his wishes or whatever. Oops. Degen, what's going on? D2 Degen. Got through Nightmare, you say, huh? Congrats on that one. Dual spirits for the pally. Yeah, dual spirits for the pally, and ooh. Go time. It's over. JB saying they need to make TZ bail in every PA online game. Just have TZ bail all the time, 24/7. They do stuff kind of like that during the however many Nights of Terror it is. 23 Nights of Terror. I don't know if they do. I forget what they do. Oh yeah, they do all the act bosses terrorize for 24 hours. Isn't that one of them? Which is pretty crazy. Gonna rip sooner or later. Oh, are you you must be doing hardcore. I must have missed that part. I must have glanced over it. See, the thing is too, is a tip about that for hardcore. You said you're probably gonna die one of these times. A big tip. Don't do that. Don't die. George talking about getting his gold. He got addicted to gambling himself. Trying to get them talons. Nice. $22 nights? Are you sure? Maybe it was 23. Are you trying to tell me that I didn't remember something right? I'll give you one chance to take that back. Oh, don't resurrect those ghosts. You want a ghost flying over nothingness, attracting other specters, then you get ghosts. Degen, Degenerate. Good thing I'm here with my hardcore tip expertise. Oh, there was another thing I was thinking about too. How come some of you haven't hit the like button yet? Are you bums or what? Are you schmucks? And a burn. Flash Gordon. Welcome in. Big ups from the UK. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you. Nothing. I'm saying the opposite of the Sanctuary or at a knockback would be cool effect. Oh, gotcha. I was thinking because like Sanctuary knocks back what, undead, right? I was like, what, do you want to knock back everything but undead? Like the opposite would be that, right? But you mean an aura that like pulses but like sucks monsters closer. I feel like D4 had something like that kind of. But it was like whirlwind. When you would touch something, it would like draw it in closer to you. Because I'm stuck in this corner. I guess we're fine with that. How come none of you guys are dying? You guys are invincible. You were a bum and a schmuck, but you redeemed yourself. That's all you gotta do. Just hit that like button, and it will be your salvation. All hail the like button. My favorite unique item, Torch of Hero. You found it? Monoligious, what is up? Welcome in. Pressing the like button like having a Geeds in your inventory, right? It's just required. You don't even think about it, you just make it happen. Exactly. Good point. Thought my favorite item was Bone Hue. Is an Ogre Axe. Yeah, too many floaties. Out over the open. Need a platform for him to chill out on. Oh, we all know what that is. We know it. We love it. It's that Stone of Jordan. Ooh. Mediocre Raven Press. Any y'all knew about that little glitch? That little hack the system? Do a little shortcut? So if you go the wrong way, you don't. If you teleport, you don't have to come all the way down here. Come all the way up. Just loop around. If you have this one setup, you can jump it. Speedrun hacks. Anyone ever seen a speedrunner do that before? They had to have known about it, right? But I feel like I never see them do it, but I don't watch every speedrun, of course. But they always do every little thing to save time, so. One quick second, my bad. That. Sorry. There was some YouTube update thing I'd never seen before, so. Llama must have Shirley. Stop calling me Shirley. I would assume that they did, yeah. It's too obvious for them not to know. Because like this one is too far. Can't get it. You gotta have that one setup, that one tile. Quit the game at a dead end. No, they don't lose. They don't really lose enough time if they go the wrong way to quit. Because if you like second way, really you're only losing like maybe 10 seconds on a 45-minute run or an hour run. It depends on your character, I guess, but on a somewhere, but like the sorcerer's speedrun record now is what? Isn't it like a half hour now or 28 minutes? But still losing 10 seconds on a 27-minute run. That's not like the end of the world. If you get a lucky Act 3 or whatever where you get a Great Marsh skip and you get that one where you go down from the council and you just go left and the very next tile's the way down to the next level, and then you get another one of those and boom, it's like legendary, you know? But you are right though, they do not that they quit, but yeah, they save and exit, don't they? So they would never jump it like that. That's a good point. I just realized what you were saying. I misunderstood there, Marty. Yeah, they would you're right, they would never do that jump because they would save and exit instantly and then just start over again from the waypoint. There was one time I spent like an hour out here. I was like trying to find, I'm like, they've never found any way to tell which way it is to go. I wonder if there's any way to tell, and I kept trying to like, let's look at this. Maybe when there's this tile, maybe it's like, this is never that way. And I tried like writing it down, and I did like 50 different runs where I would keep track of the stuff, and I'm like, there's too much. I can't figure this out. Like, I'm never going to figure this out. Stop it. I wonder though, if there's anything with any, like maybe every time you have this tile in a corner, like, is that never the way to the summoner or something? You know, something like that. I do remember, I think Llama did a video where it's something with, you know how when they speedrun, how they always want the exit to be up to the left? There's something about that to where somebody did like thousands of runs and mapped them, and with that exit to the upper left, it was something like going this way was like, you'd think it'd be 25, 25, 25, but going this way was like a 20 or like a 31% chance that the exit was this way or something like that. If the exit to the town in Act 1 was exiting this way or something. Could be wrong, I'm probably missing it, but yeah, it was clockwise. Yeah, that's what it was, something like that, to where if you went the one way, it was like a 31% chance, and then the other way here was like a 28% chance. And then, you know, yeah, it was something like that. Something weird. I like I said, I'm probably misremembering exactly how it went, but you know what I'm saying. Road to Gavar? I don't know how to read that, unfortunately. Not sure. But either way, welcome in. Appreciate it. Glad. Thanks for watching the vids. See, Dankroot said the number was 40, that you can tell the number, it's a 40% chance it'll be the one way if you have the right starting tile. So there you go. That sounds about right. Who cast said he's in that video that we're all probably thinking of. There was an extra 2% chance if there's a certain sewer layout. Interesting. Boy. Thanks a lot, chat. You almost took me out right there. Ah! Man of burn. Ah! Could be Marty. Could be the jail exit. Yeah, I think the... Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into some of that stuff more. But... LiveZek, welcome in. Which one day I'll have to, huh? I'm going to be a pro speedrunner and beat every record. One day. Elshian. Oh, thought I heard a charm drop. Oh, there it is. Oh, good thing I heard that charm. Can never get enough of those 7 MFers. Ooh. We saved those. One day I'm going to have so many 7MF small charms on single player here, I won't even have to transfer any ever. Never. GG, let's go. Picket P8 bail games? I'm not sure about that. Probably. I remember when D2R first came out, it wasn't, I don't think it was Picket. I'm not sure exactly how that program works or whatever. I'm not too familiar. I know it picks stuff up, of course. But I think somebody set up a macro that they would hit the side button on their mouse, kind of like how I do to save and exit on single player. But it would spam and just click all around their character on the map and just pick up everything as fast as it could. Like, you know what I mean? Because this guy was in the game and he would, like, the wave would drop and then everything would just, like... And then he would run over to the side and just like throw, and then everything, he would just be throwing a bunch of garbage out. Potions and like cracked war bows and stuff like that. And then the next wave would get taken out and it would just pick everything up. And then he'd run over the side and drop everything again. I'm like, what is this guy doing? And I'm like, oh, he probably has a macro set up that's just like spam clicking all over the, you know. Controller on PC, you can do that. Oh, okay. Huh. Could be. Could have been something like that. I just thought it was super obvious that he was doing some kind of shenanigans like that, because Why else would he picking up garbage and then walking over to the side and throwing it all out? Ugh. Mana burn instantly. Yeah, bums. Oh, you think it was just like a controller person? They just spam the pickup button, it just picks anything up near them. They can't pick what they're picking up. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. It seemed a little sketch, but maybe it was just something as simple as that. What's going on, Nightbot? Love that guy. Never misses a stream. Make sure y'all hit that like button, he says. Summoner's the worst. Good old summoner drop right there. But that's what you can expect. An emerald, the key. You can leave a message. Better than Tyraels still? Ah, maybe. R.A. Diablo, what's going on? Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, JBLPS. Says picked up only the stuff that you wanted it to pick up type of situation. Yeah, I kind of thought so. From what I remember hearing from people, it's essentially the same way you program like bots to just pick up the things you want when they're running. I've obviously never used one, so I was only guessing. But gold magic find. Good night. Good night. What do you think about Act 6? What I think about it? Maloney. Not happening. I would say 100% chance it's not happening. I would bet large sums of money on it. The thing is I don't even know if I would want to be proven wrong, because, I mean, unless they actually put enough effort into it, you know, is it really going to be done right and done goodly? Yeah. George's favorite track. Nice. Is the key drop rates lower when Arcane Sanctuary is terrorized, or am I unlucky? Not sure about that one. Not sure. I don't know the drop rates for keys changing in terror zones or whatever. Don't know that one. Maloney, what are you saying about official page says yes, question mark, about there being an Act 6? I would be highly suspicious if you're saying that it says that. Because 7,000 people would message me about it instantly if that was the case. Yeah, in Marshy, I seen it already. Yeah, I'm subscribed to his channel and stuff, so it popped right up in my feed and stuff. I know what you're talking about. That 1 through 5, I assumed he had already made the videos for the cinematics for 1 through 5. I assumed this was just those 5 videos all put together in one, but I could be wrong. I didn't look at it because I was like, oh, he just took the same 5 videos and he put all 5 together into this AI video, and then, yeah, I didn't look at it though. You pick up RAL runes. Usually. I might have missed one here and there. You know, I usually do though. Sometimes I try to read chat so much that I miss stuff, so. Especially when it's stuff like that. JP, Act 6 and you get Mosaic as a quest reward. Yeah, you get 2 Mosaic claws for doing the quest reward, yeah. Now, when you start Act 6, they give everybody an Enigma, Call to Arms, and Infinity. And 2 SOJs. And an Annie and a Torch of your choice. And a Sunny Charm. And 6 Perfect Facets. Yeah, the thing with the X6 too is I think it's essentially impossible to do anyways. They would essentially have to remake Diablo 2 Resurrected to be able to do that. So they'd have to remake the entire game to make it possible to be able to, because of how they have the, I thought it was one of these buttons. Which one of these buttons shows the old graphics? Oh, I thought I changed it. Because this is the old game running in the background, and the game is like reading what's going on here and then redisplaying it in better graphics on the front side. So what they would have to do is somehow recreate old Diablo in the background, and then also recreate, and then make the new one over top of it. Unless they completely remade Diablo 2 Resurrected without it playing off of the base game behind it, the way that it is. But the thing is I thought they could never, or it would be extraordinarily difficult for them to remake this game, the old Diablo 2, because they don't have the source code because some crazy thing happened or something. So it's like, yeah. Says Blizzard lost the source code. Yeah, from what I understand, the source code, it got something with it happened, and the way it was worded is it got corrupted. What exactly that mean? Oh, I put these on the wrong page. That's fine. We'll just do this over here. The source code got corrupted is what I heard in an interview or something, but I think, didn't Brevik say that in an interview, why he thought they would never have a remaster of D2, which I don't know why. This seems like such an easy thing to have the new game read the old game and just make it, you know. Because in an interview after D2R was made, he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know why I never thought of that. That was a great solution they came up with." Yeah. That hard to reverse engineer and redo it? I guess so, but I don't know why. I don't know why, but yeah, anyone who claims to know what they're talking about, they're always like, yeah, dude, that would be like impossible. And like impossible is not the same as impossible, but you know. Yeah, I don't know which interview I was referencing, by the way. I just, you know, these are just little snippets of memories that I have in my head, so. Of things I heard. This is a don't quote me type of situation as well. When I say I thought I heard something in an interview, that means I'm not sure. Am I making up a false memory in my head? Yeah, I guess I got that champ. Yeah, maybe JB saying maybe the drive failed that the stuff was backed up on. Yeah, could have been. I don't know if it was an old, like back when, I think Extremis actually didn't Extremis interview Brevik like back in the day somehow, that he set that up. D2R actually so well done. Yeah, see? You guys do like well done. Who wants a medium rare game, am I right? Welcome in, Marvin. Hey, don't steal them trick-or-treaters' candy. Come on. Bad calc. Are you saying D2R crashes your PC, or are you talking about old D2? But yeah, D2R needs a shockingly powerful computer, just relative to what you would expect it to need. So I used to have problems. I had a, what did I have? 1080 Ti or something like that when D2R first came out. And if I threw a lightning Javazon with Pierce, it would just, and my whole computer would like lag down a bunch. Any fire would lag my computer down a bunch. I used to have to turn the settings way down to get the game to run right, and then I couldn't like play in games with like Lightning Fury Javazons and stuff. I can only imagine if a Mosaic Assassin came by. Like, this was before Mosaic existed, so. Just the lava around the River of Flames would like slow my computer down a ton, so yeah. I'm the Jameer Gibbs of D2 players. Nice. Ooh. Laugh at me, a bum that I've taken out for the 50th time in a row. Oh, you can corpse explode the bodies that are just sitting in outer space. Nice. Kraken. I got a 4070 Ti now, and my CPU actually, I only have a 3700X, so a little bit of a bottleneck there, but doesn't really cause any problems. The 4070 Ti was probably overkill, but helps with rendering videos after I edit them, so. Can't even get any 4-socketed pull on. Jeez. Marty said he couldn't get the game to work on his old PC, had to build a new one just for D2R. Really? That's wild. And what was I using before? I had a 3400G, I think, and a 1080 Ti, I think, is when D2R first launched, and it could barely run D2R. So then I upgraded the graphics card first, but it was like during the original like crypto mining phase, where I remember, some of you guys might remember, I was literally live on stream and I was like, oh, Micro Center got a new shipment of graphics cards, just popped up on their website. And I was like, oh, and I ran to Micro Center to pick one up, to get one. Paid like some stupid amount for an AMD graphics card that was like dog doo-doo. Had a 4400 Hellhound or something like that. But it was like, yeah, I think I paid like $600 for it or something crazy, and it wasn't even that good. I don't know. Zabuza says, let's get after it. Better believe it. Ooh, little Sunday or a Gajeeds. Let's go. How good of a Gajeeds do we get in here? Kinda mid. That's cool though. Geeds is cool. At the beginning of a ladder, I can never find one of these for whatever reason, but yeah. There you go. Not that great, but you know, it's okay. We have the exact same setup, you say? I don't know if that's directed towards me or somebody else there. You got a 3700X and a 4070 Ti? That's shocking. It's not really a common combo, I feel. Uh-oh. Jordan, is that like the new thing? Upgrading soon, you say, huh? Nice. Yeah, I've thought about it, but then I keep thinking how it costs money, and I don't want to do it. And I don't really need to like, I thought that might have been causing a problem with some stuff going on with my computer, but it turns out it's not at all. Yeah, like while I'm streaming and playing here, my CPU is like 19%, 30%. It's like bouncing back. It just spiked one time to 45% usage. So like, I don't think I need to upgrade the CPU at all when I'm not even utilizing half of it while I'm, you know, doing my work on it. So, Madi, no, this is offline single player. Offline single player. Going on, Kanev, DP Kanev, what's up? Welcome in, good to see you. Yeah, the different terror zones, so you thought so? Yeah. Yeah, I do play online ladder, but I do play a lot on single player as well. I kind of had a bunch of stuff go on in IRL, so I've decided to not do ladder very long this season, just because of everything I had happen in my life or whatever. This just seems like it'd be easier and more, I would enjoy more, so. Marty says, don't upgrade till it breaks at this point. Yeah, that's how I feel, but I also don't want everything to break and then not be able to work. Because then it'll be like I'm not working because I don't have the computer. And also I have to go spend like $3 grand on a new computer. But yeah, I don't want to, because yeah, Marty says don't upgrade till it breaks, because I think he knows, Marty probably knows my setup. I'm on AM4, so if I did upgrade anything, I'd pretty much have to go to AM5. Don't have to, but like, what am I upgrading on AM4, am I right? I mean, I could probably get a pretty cheap used CPU, to be honest. That would be better than the one I got with it, like a dead platform. But yeah. My power supply I could keep, and my graphics card. Everything else I'd have to... Well, I wouldn't have to change my NVMEs. my SSDs and stuff. I'd have to get a new graphics card, CPU, and... Or no, motherboard, CPU, and RAM if I upgraded anything pretty much of those three, so. Gotcha, Kraken, yeah. Yeah, my CPU, GPU are perfectly fine, and I run them at 1440. I think I still have it set at 144 on the frames. Capped. I forget if I changed it or not. Yeah, I still cap it at 144. Let's see what happens if I just max it out. What are you supposed to set this to 0 or the maximum? Is it 0? Let's see if I crash the stream. Did I not save? It's only hitting like 100 something. Maybe that's all my computer can handle. That's weird. Did I hit something? Oh, VSync. That. No, still not. I don't know. Ambient occlusion. I don't even know what that means. Apparently, it'll only do 150 for some reason. I'm not sure why. Ken Jinx saying he's still on Windows 10. I was until one day it was like, your Windows install is corrupted and there's nothing you can do. You're boned. Goodbye. And I was like, okay, cool. It's weird that they programmed Windows to say that too. That's exactly what it said too. It was weird. It was real strange. Kraken says ambient inclusion, whatever that word is. More realistic shadows, huh? Do I have that one on? Where is this one at? Just out of curiosity. I set these both at medium or whatever. Yeah, I wonder why the FPS isn't going higher. I must have something. Oh, it's these. This one. Whoa! I just seen that from here. Everything. Wow. Those shadows are drastic. You can drastically see those change. Wow, it makes the whole game look so much brighter. And you kind of, it looks less 3D. Yeah, it looks a lot brighter without all them shadows everywhere. Interesting. I think I want that on. Yeah, look how much darker it looks. Holy smokes. That's like a drastic change. Put both sliders all the way to the left, you say. Didn't I do that? Yeah, this one's over here. You want it at 8? Turn VSync off. And we'll turn that on. Huh. I guess that's all. Did it just get really looking bad again when I turned the DLSS on? Is that just me? I can't tell. GPU started working a lot less harder, but yeah, it doesn't get any more frames for some reason. Huh, interesting. Hello, it's me. Welcome in. Yeah, sorry I'm messing with this stuff. Probably not the funnest thing ever, but let me turn that back off because I feel like everything started looking real bad. Oh, it's because the... wait, hold on a second. Let me look at that. The resolution scaling changed for, or whatever. Maybe that's... I'm not sure. Why does it look weird now? What did I do? Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe it doesn't look weird. I used to use that DLSS because it would, when I kept getting those crashes with those weird spikes from Streamlabs, it takes like 20% of the load off of the GPU or whatever, so. And I don't know that I did, to be honest. Maybe you had a driver update or something on your end that messed things up or something. Oof. Time we got here, 11:56. $15 max Joule. It has 15 max and it has 4 to energy and 5 to life. How can I have both life and energy on it? On a Joule. I wonder why my FPS won't go any higher. Weird. I don't know. I mean, let's go like this and call it a day, but... Put the frame rate target to where I had him before. You want me to be 3 of Tyraels. FPS quite good. Yeah, but if you get them... For some reason, the higher the FPS, the faster the load times. And it's a very small thing, but it'll load like way faster for whatever reason. Yeah, this is perfectly fine, of course, because I have a 144 monitor, so more frames is kind of pointless, right? But it's more of just like a bragging rights thing, I guess. And the load times are a little bit faster, like I said. So what's going on with these guys? Get out of here, Ghoul Lords. Look at that, I have 1100 FPS. Will always be limited to your monitor. I didn't think that was the case. But maybe there is some there's probably a setting I have somewhere in the computer, because it used to not be that way. I used to have a 60 hertz monitor and I could get it to go up to like almost 300 frames per second. But maybe when I got Windows 11 or something, but it like has something that locks it in at the, you know, it essentially permanently has VSync on somewhere else in the computer or something. Maybe, or I could just be wrong. Doubtful though, I'm usually always right. Because I remember flipping it to uncapped frames, and then my GPU would just pin out at 100 instantaneously, you know? And all the fans just start humming, you know, just start blasting. Fastest printing service? Ooh. FPS. Better believe it. Okay. I'm not having fun with this no more. Kraken said you max all the other settings out, and actually, why don't I do that now? I could probably run this at max. Oh, you can't even turn this stuff up? Why not? Just out of curiosity, I don't think I tested this stuff since I switched to Windows 11 here, and since I switched to regular OBS. Oh, This is what we started the stream with right here, and it's funny. There was this one, and then there was 2 other terror zones, and then this one again. Nice. Actually, let me try something too. I wanna do something. If it loaded faster, even though the FPS isn't going higher because I have it set to uncapped in the game. I was just curious. Ooh, now my GPU's jumping up to 80% utilization now that I have everything set to max high and stuff. My CPU almost capped out there a second ago too. Yeah, true story, Marty. That if you jump between like same waypoints in the same act, it'll load faster because it's got the what's the wordage? The verbiage. It's got it cached or whatever, right? So it doesn't actually have to reload it all again. Phase Blade. Let's see. I didn't see what it fell off of. I think it changes. I think if it's Azarath, it has to be off of a different monster. So this should probably be a lightsaber, unless I misseen it. Yeah, good old lightsaber there. Ignore target defense. Ooh, massive chain lightning on attack. That's interesting. There's not a lot of things that have on attack. It's usually on striking, right? I never really paid that much attention. Not that it matters that much. I like lightsaber. Back in the day, had one of those and thought it was so cool. By swapping cables, HDMI to a DP cable. I don't really know. I'm probably using HDMI. I haven't looked at it in a very long time, actually. I don't actually know which one. My main monitor here, I don't know what it's using. It might actually be DPI, actually, because one's using DPI and one's HDMI. So I'm guessing that this one over here it's only in a 1080 monitor. 1080 60 over here, and this one's 1440 or 144 2K or whatever. I forget, but you have spider webs and mold in the basement. Mold? No. I mean, there's a spider web occasionally here and there. I got to clean up. Yeah. Now my basement is bone dry. Always has been. When we moved in, the basement is always so insanely dry. Like it never gets any water down here. It still had the original sump pump to the house, and the home inspector walked over there and he's like the sump pump didn't even work. And he's like, this probably hasn't worked for like 20 or 30 years. Like, so yeah, it kind of feels a little sketch for some reason when I was rocking it there. So I'm just gonna go back to my normal settings. On my end, I don't know if you could see it or anything. It might have looked fine on your guys' end, but it felt strange, like not quite smooth when I was playing at those things right there. So I'm just gonna go back to what I had it set up before. It looks the same pretty much. Nothing except for lime and bodies. Nice. Wondered if it would, if it says on attack, if it would proc with something like Nova. No, I don't think, like, spells aren't considered attacks, I don't believe, right? So you couldn't just hold that and then cast Nova and have all this lightning shooting out. But that did cross my mind to where you could use that on a sorceress, and then you'd max out lightning mastery. But that wouldn't really do nothing for you. See what cable from the NVIDIA control panel. Oh boy, I'd have to figure out how to open that and see where it is, and then have to figure out where to look for that. It's a lot of work. I mean, I could just walk around and look at the back of my computer and see which one it is, if it's plugged into the... Why did I think it was the cable was DPI, not just DP? I thought it was HDMI or in DPI. Am I crazy or? DVI is the old one. Oh, maybe. There's something, isn't DPI? Oh, DPI is for a mouse. Okay, so it's probably, isn't that something with how fast the mouse responds or whatever? But yeah, that's where I got the DPI from, yeah. I went through an old box I had back behind me here of old computer stuff. I just threw like a bunch of stuff away. There was an old monitor, and this monitor wasn't even that old. I looked on the back, it was from like 2012. And I think it was a 60 hertz monitor, but it had the old DVI cable. And I'm like this monitor's like 12 years old or something. It's not even that old. Why does it have this cable on it? I got it from like the father-in-law or something. One time he's like, hey, I have all this computer stuff. You want any of it? You want to look through it? You want to take it? Whatever. I'm like, yeah, maybe some of the stuff I could use. He's like, hey, take everything in here. And I'm like, I don't want everything in here. He's like, just take it all and throw anything away you don't want. So literally like 5 old PCs and stuff. I threw half of them away, kept some of them. I have like 4 keyboards back here. I have like 4 mice, like the ones that come with, you know, the Dell ones that come with the pre-built Dell Optiplexes from 2008, you know. But yeah, I threw like a lot of that stuff away, the old computers. But yeah, I was surprised one from 2012 had that old connector on it. VGA. Is that like the red, is VGA like the red, yellow, white cables? $2020 Sork Torch for 26 Jaws? What? Huh. I wouldn't have think that it would be that much. Well, I guess people have bought it up so many runes, they probably... I forget that there's less demand for stuff later in the season, but also people bought so many runes that the runes aren't really worth anything. I forget that. VGA is the blue one. That doesn't ring a bell to me even, so interesting. RCA? Yeah, okay. Like when I hook up the PS2 to play Final Fantasy or something. See that cable? The 15 pin. Okay. 15 pin. Yeah, you know what? That's what I thought that's what the old one was or whatever. That's what this monitor that I threw away had. It had that on it. So maybe it wasn't as old as I thought it. Like it said 2012 on the back, but I thought that connector was like completely obsolete and never used anymore. I was like, well, I'm not going to use this monitor, and I don't feel like, you know, you can go buy a 60 hertz monitor from the Salvation Army for like $8, so I'm not keeping this. I'm sick of keeping stuff around that I'm never going to use. I'd rather throw it away and throw away... I'd rather throw away 100 things that are, like, worth very little. And then, like, in 10 years be like, oh, man, if only I had that one monitor that I might be able to use in this circumstance. But I have all this extra room for a decade that I wouldn't have otherwise. I'd much rather just spend $10 again, you know? D2 DGen, yeah, I have heard that story. I don't know the veracity of it, if it's true or not, but yeah, I have heard that. What's a fun build, but kind of expensive? You're gonna say Nova? I mean, they all can be expensive depending on how good a gear you get. I mean, Nova is one of my favorite builds, so I guess I would just say I agree. Don't forget, YouTube, hit that like button for me. Much appreciated. Man, I did not find a single 4-socketed polearm today, which is shocking. Shocking, shocking. If I find Tyraels, will I keep it? I mean, of course I would. Yeah, Bodner, for sure, for sure. Roid, yeah, says he's going Fireball, Hydra, Energy Shield. That's tough to really max all that stuff out, isn't it? I feel like that's impossible to max all that out. Get energy shield with swap. Oh, so it's just like a few skills for energy shield, so it's not like a full... I don't know. I never use energy shield unless it's like max, so... And then you know... Bear Sork doesn't sound fun. I've seen a few different people say that it's a fun build. It's not really that slow if you have the insanely, like, you know, no gear is too unobtainable, right? Because don't you need something like... Do you need 4015s to make that, or is it... Because I thought to get to the perfect breakpoint, and things probably changed, but I thought it was like you needed 3 4015s, and then you got to the max breakpoint, and then you could put an Ohm Rune in or something to the Grizz Caddy. Been a while since I ever looked at one at all. Mr. JBL, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Archon play. Can make a nasty stealth from that, huh? Yeah, I guess really, I don't really play too many, like, doubly extra meme builds, you know what I mean? I do a lot of the normal builds type of stuff. Marvin said he still has a stack of burnable discs. Yeah, I don't anymore, but I did probably around the time when I started my channel, like 5 or 6 or 7 years ago. Like, probably don't need those anymore because I don't have a CD burner, and I'm never going to. Like, why would you now, right? You can store more on a little USB thing than you can on a... Speaking of, that reminds me of something I have to do today. Appreciate you, Noodle Veins. Speaking of, though, I'm gonna go ahead and call her a day on the stream. Happy Halloween. Oh, boo! With the sweet sweater vest, let's go. But anyways. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully you have a wonderful Halloween. I don't know if you guys got family or whatnot to take out trick-or-treating or handing out candy or whatever, but either way, if you're in, if you're one of those people that celebrates Halloween anyway. Well, with that being said, best of luck on the drops. And don't forget, keep slaying. Ooh.